did? I evaluated when he walked in. I saw that there was something wrong. Know your students, because also when it comes to young people and the older, they're going. Some of them look when you're doing that evaluation, but not only with you but them. There's some that are suffering, that are hurting, that are going through so much pain, and they need you to say, you know, it's going to be all right. I don't care how you say it, or how your smile could say it. Your hi, girl, I see you over there, okay? And they put their head down, and then as they leave, just spend time praying for you. Because if you ordinarily, if they're part of the class, then all of a sudden you see in them withdrawal, something's going on. There's something going on. So know your class, know your student. Have an environment where I can come into this safe haven. Hey, what's in this room stays in this room. You know what I mean? What's happening here? Now, if they're going to be a detriment to themselves or going to hurt themselves or somebody else, then you got to go the next mile. And that's the part of me when I'm from the work part of me. There are things that you can say, hey, you can confide in me. Unless I know there's something that you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else, then I have to get someone else to know. But if there's something, and it might just be something so small. Because one little girl was in one of our classes, and she literally said, I'm sick of people bullying me. And it was in school, but she never shared it. Well, our class came up with some creative ways to get the bullier. We went down, and the one girl said, I go to school with you. She said, I'll help you. I'll be like, no, that's not what we're trying to do. But yeah, we gave her an open door. Guess what happened? You could see a change in her. So you all need to know your students, evaluate yourself. Go to the next level. You know, to evaluate you. Are you being the best you as a teacher? I know there are days that I could have done better. I could have applied myself in life more. Just because I'm real hard on me, not on others, but I'm real hard on me. So now the next one is visualization. What do you visualize? What is it that you're visualizing? Okay, what does that mean? Seriously, what are you visualizing? Visualization. Sunday school. Go ahead.
No, I was asking, are you asking me or you just
I'm asking you.
Oh, well, with my friend, I visualize someone who is one level, is on the next level by the time we're done. So I'm looking for a teacher, so seeing that person taking a position, confidence in teaching, enjoying it, so that's what I'm visualizing. Okay, and also, Sister Kissy earlier said growth and development, taking everything to the next level. You're tripling you've already tripled yours the first week. You're going above and beyond, and that's the purpose of our class, is to help you take things to the next level. What else do you visualize?
I would like to see them mature more into participation, and not just because I'm a kid, adults do that, so they just lay back and they just kind of just ride the service versus, really understanding that God's there for them too.
Okay, let me give you a little something because it came to my mind real quick, and then you keep talking. To participate, remember, if they've never done it a lot or anything before, it's going to take a minute to get them in that comfort zone. But then you might have that child that's always like being in front, always enjoy talking, that will override. So you can say to them, here's what you do. You got one that just, teach kids how to be in front. Teach her, whisper a few things to her. When she's standing there, she's bashful. Just kind of, and you know what? You're making a teacher and a leader out of them. You see what you're doing? Because you got one, okay, so I'm all, look at me, I'm a talking one, and kids just studying and reading. But you may have to say, Gina, teach Kid a little something. Gina, come share with Kid. And then all of a sudden you see Kid, and when they might not be friendly, that's another way to make them friends. Right. So if they first start out, they may not be wanting to talk, and they might not want to go forward. Right. So the visualization is to take your group to the next level and see them participate and be a part. That's what you're saying. And be involved in every of that.
Right. I don't want their I don't know how to put this without my church right now is we're like in a spiritual warfare. So a lot of things that you try to do whatever. If a person don't like it, it gets shot down, and because who they are, it doesn't go any further. And that's not even our pastor.
Right.
So it brings conflict and stuff, but when it comes to the youth, they feel that, they saw that, they were a part of that. So now they're like, I'm not doing nothing. And my thing is, if I can get them to understand that what they're doing for God is not in that person's hands, you know, and that God will be with them, they can overcome that, because it's a sense of fear of not doing the activity, but of that person, what they might say. You know, you're going to embarrass me, you know, that kind of thing, because some things have come out right in the midst of church.
So
we're just in a warfare right now.
That, without you going into the detailed part, but where you're saying to us, I need you to pray for me and to pray for our body. How about, can we?
Right.
Can
Yes,
we say
we
that part
definitely,
without going to that? Because you see what I'm saying. Let's do that. And then what we're going to pray for God to help the children. This is what we got to pray for the children, to have a forgiving spirit as to some of the things that have happened, but it did not stunt their growth, because we still wanted to take them. So every little thing they do, this might be a little expensive, or might be a little something. Give them something of encouragement. Even buy a bunch of, go to the dollar store, buy some cards, or some whatever, some thank you cards, or encouragement. Dollar Tree, you need these big giant boxes of cards, and every now and then write them a little something.
I got these 3D stickers they like, and they put them in the books that I have bought.
See,
and little things like that. And they seem to like that right now.
In your books for them, every now and then, go in there and write a little comment.
Okay.
Do that. Do me a favor. Do that. And just every now and then say, I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I see your accomplishment. You know, when you first came to class, you just weren't talking much or whatever. And then you write in your book, and can I see your book? Oh, is it okay if I write something in there? And ask permission, because remember, you gave them that book.
Right. Well, they use it for the class, and then they give it back to me. I keep it in the trunk of the car, so we'll always have it when we always meet up.
Then every now and then, go in there and write a little comment.
Okay.
I am so proud of how you participated in class. Now, last week I saw you roll your eyes at me 5 times. No.
So, Mother, are you saying that their self-esteem needs to be
built back up?
For some of it, but most of it's frustration, and they just don't want to bother.
But hey, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of youth right now going through that in all the churches. But seriously, oh yeah, they're all over. So what do we do to bring them back? You're working on it. You know what I mean? So we all come with ideas and suggestions. It's not just our church, not just your church. It's it's that generation. And I have never seen more teenagers running the homes, telling the parents, I'm not going to church, telling them I'm not going to do this. So what do you do? What do you say?
What I want to be.
There. See? You see what she's saying?
Yes.
You've got to, so God has to give us, how do we help them to get to the next level? Not only are we helping those children, we're helping those parents.
True.
You do have parents out there that are hungry for help. So somehow, maybe here's a good thing you can do every now and then. Say, hey, what do y'all think about having parents come to class just to have some fun with us, or snacks, or with Mother's Day coming? Why not invite Mom to Sunday school to your class? And that day in Sunday school, have a little something for her. Like in this pack right here, there's a heart. Hey, with Valentine's just being over, these things are out there. These aren't just for Valentine's Day. Get these little things, and maybe for Mother's Day, say, would you like to invite moms for Mother's Day? And don't make anything fancy. Just have something for them.
Right.
And let them get,
I got one. No, finish your statement.
I'm done.
I was thinking about inviting the mothers to come, but the students writing a letter to their mothers, and then reading the letter off in front of, to their mothers, in front of the class, and maybe like a little plant or little something you can give the student to present it to their mother on Mother's Day.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
See that? Isn't that? Those are good ideas.
Yes.
That's how we get our Sunday school to grow. I'm keeping track of the time because we only got a little bit of time, 2 more minutes. The next area I have now is what? Group participation. Exactly. And that's strange because she already put stuff in there. She already said, bring the group, bring things in.